Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. My name is Donovan Dietrichs, and this is my show. As you may be able to tell, I am a studio major, but more specifically, a new media major. Usually when I tell people this, they'll have a look of confusion as to like what new media is, and my best explanation so far has been that it's some sort of amalgamation of the newest of tech on the oldest of techniques, or the complete opposite, both ending with the result of making something truly unique. Which is what I've been attempting here for almost over a year now. What I have here are a series of illustrations laser engraved onto plywood. Now, I didn't know before starting this that LASER is an acronym. It stands for Light Amplification by Stimulated Emission of Radiation. I use laser engraving for the process to make these, and it focuses light to such a fine point that it makes heat energy. And then through various lenses and mirrors, it's like blasted out onto your medium of choice. There's so many possibilities with this that I found that I haven't even begun to scratch the surface, or like, in this case, engrave it. As for context, you may notice that my piece seems to be somewhat about a story, or have a vague plot, and you'd be correct. In short, this body of work reflects a personal manifest that one may go through when charting the unknown. Throughout my years here at NQ, I've always had interest in cartoons and comics, like any kind of sequential art, anything with a story. So it only felt right that my show be related to that. At the time of coming up with the concept, several things came to mind. My personal experience here and the experience of anyone going into the unknown. When I first began schooling here, I had like a rough idea of how it would go based on others' experiences, and I would think like, whoa, I'm gonna do this and that, and it'll just be like so and so, and by the end I'll win and be successful. But it's very much not like that, and to put it in another way, you have to expect the unexpected. I began this journey with an idea of what the end would look like, and now that I'm here, I can see that it's very different from what I imagined. And I want people to know that that's okay. It's okay because you kept on going, and you kept moving forward, and that's exactly what I intend to do. Thanks.
Some questions for Donovan.
How did you decide on plywood?
When researching like materials that can be laser engraved, plywood just looked very like aesthetically pleasing. It captures like these are all like I hand drew them in with pencil and scanned them in. And plywood, since it burns, like the lighter the burn, the lighter the tone. So it could capture like everything that I drew in pencil.
Any other questions? Way in the back here?
Right there.
Where were they going?
Oh. I don't know. But I do plan on continuing this. I had the second part in mind, so wherever they're going, there is a destination, and once they're there, they will know it.
Thank you.
Any others? Donovan has like one last thing that he wanted to talk about.
Yes. Apart from everyone here who's hearing this, there's someone here that I'd like to thank that could not be here. Someone who's encouraged and pushed me to try my best whenever she could. And at times I would push back, but she always persisted. That person's name was Rose, and on November 5th, she took her own life. As a historian, a teacher, a political activist, a veteran, and an artist, she saw the world in ways that I could have never thought possible, and she opened my eyes. I'd ask her questions all the time, and she would always be very eager to answer them. But one day, I asked her questions about the characters that she would depict in her art, and why sometimes they weren't treated so fairly. Her answer went something like this: If I can reflect how I see the world back at me, it makes me feel like I'm not alone, and that other people think about this stuff too, and would want things to be better. I want to make things better too. I want people to think that they should be better, even if things can and should be better. Like, even though her stories often involved like sci-fi motifs like virtual reality, she was never one to shy away from it. And that's what I think art is. It's being brave enough to show reality so that we can face it together. I would like to read you all Rose's final message. Her departing words that I feel like were not only meant for her closest friends, but anyone willing to listen or to care. We were brought into this world with other people as a pair of hands, a pair of feet, and a set of teeth work together. You should also work with all of humankind. Read clearly, listen with kind intent, and fight for liberty until your throat and fists are sore. You will not find freedom in the pit of guards and snakes, but in a rainbow of spectrum of other souls. Thank you. I have one more other thing. Sorry. Before you all go tonight, I have one last message. 2 words. Are you ready?
That's 3.
That was not the final message. Are you ready now?
Thank you all for coming. Go ahead.
Trans rights.
Thank you all for coming. There will be food and reception out in the outer lobby in about 30 minutes, but feel free to go check out all the work and socialize with the artists and the designers. Thank you again.